One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Smothers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So NC State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Makes the grab. It's Smothers. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. The give on the option. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
It's complete to the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense headed to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board. Down 7, breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Scanning the field, it's back. Quick completion on the out route. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. The play action fake. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking it.
And the Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Bauman. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and That's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on third. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught over the middle. It's Grimes. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. To throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. That's caught. It's Grimes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
To the air, it's Bailey. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass, it's back. Fires to the tight end.
Well, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marion. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Back to throw. It's Beck. Get it out on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The Canes are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fletcher. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He'll sneak it. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. It's complete to the left. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The give on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Now the play fake. Boom. Caught close to the marker. It's Anderson.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. Trying to barrel in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Wants to throw again. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
To the air on 2nd down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically turning it on. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give as they work on that clock. Fighting off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.